Day 2, my lords and ladies, I am the Lord Commander Pyrpk. This video will be fast, but yet simple, clear and concise. Basically I will give you directions, so you can know which way you should go when building your knight. And this video will be your guide to your ultimate knight build. Let's go into my build, my lords. I will be starting from my equipment. Now, if you don't know, this little number near equipment means how many times is your equipment reforged. Basically, rare equipment can be reforged only once, as you can see over here. Epic equipment can be reforged twice, and legendary can be reforged 3 times, as it says over here. Every first reforge will be giving you additional effects on your active skill. Let's show, for example, over here on Champion's Helmet. My first reforge, and I got advancement +2 effect to my boost morale. What this does is basically it increases my critical strike rate and damage, which is really awesome. Also, for your first reforge you will be getting this additional buff, and for second reforge you will be getting second additional buff. Now, as you can see, I am full champion and I currently have 19 levels of champion. Basically, the more levels you have, the stronger your champion is. And what champion does, champion stacks up my strikes and increases my attacking power, and then also it increases my critical strike rate and critical strike damage. Pretty good effect to have as main effect on your equipment, and definitely I would recommend you to build yourself and to have champion main equipment after, maybe in the game when you are pretty strong, over 150k, let's say, momentum. Then you should go for brute, as I've heard brute is then pretty good, but until then go with champ. And then, as you can see, I'm using brute as secondary effect. Basically what I want you to do is switch between brute and guardian. Why? Well, it depends. Let's go to my set research. It depends what you are playing, what content. If you need to finish your enemy pretty fast and your enemy is not that strong and is not defeating you constantly because of your HP, then you should definitely go with brute. If your enemy is really strong and is constantly killing you, but you don't have to finish it on time, then go with guardian. Guardian is also increasing your attacking power, but as well it's increasing your defense, which is really good. Now let's go back to equipment. Of course, I've reforged every equipment, and every equipment is giving me some additional effects that are really game changer. For example, let's see over here, my helmet is giving me advancement +2 to my boost morale skill, which is awesome. As you can see, it's increasing my critical strike damage and rate, and you will see soon enough why it is so important. Let's say my armor is basically giving me blazing rage to my slashes, and slashes are pretty powerful active skill for knights, so this armor is also very good. Let's go to my gloves. As you can see, they are connected to pommel strike, and I'm not using pommel strike, so this one I will have to change effect, and to change it I do need hardener, but yeah, that's for some other video. I also have advancement +1 boost morale skill to my legendary sword, which is really good. It's +1, it could have been better, but I mean, this is also fine. It's increasing my critical strike and damage, so that's fine. My crossbow is also really good, since it increases injury +2 to slashes. As you can see, it gives bleeding effect, dealing 35% of attacking power to enemy, which is also really good once you have used slashes on your enemy. And my boots are also not that good as gloves, so I do have to change effect on them too. Those additional effects are pretty good game changer. Let's say my 7th greatsword has vitality boost morale skill. Vitality is, in my opinion, the best skill, since it recovers your HP, and this is unbelievably good additional boost morale skill. Now let's go to my jewelry. Jewelry is pretty simple and straightforward. I am definitely maining this basically topaz jewelry, since look here, this is main jewelry effect, and topaz increases your critical strike damage. Every topaz you have will be increasing your critical strike damage by 6%. I do have 3 of them. So basically it's 18% plus. I also have Jade Necklace and Jade Ring that I'm definitely gonna switch with Moonstone. Moonstone is also very good since it increases your active skill damage also by 6%, but I will have to change my random effects on Moonstone since Jade has better random effects. Also, Jewelry, Legendary Jewelry has 4 random effects and they are increasing your stats, of course. Epic has 3 of them, Rare has 2 random effects, and Common has 1 random effect basically. To change those effects you also need Hardener, and they are pretty hard to get, so we won't be talking about it right now. So I can definitely recommend you to go with the Pass and with Moonstone since they are increasing your attacking side of your knight build basically. Now what you also should know is that earrings are giving you defensive stats. As you can see over here, random effects are all connected to defense, and the necklace as well as rings are giving you attacking stats. So basically you want to have as good as possible random effects over here, if you have Hardener of course. As you can see, I don't have any amulets right now, and I'm definitely looking forward to it, having it soon. And I don't have any sword skins, so yeah, we can skip that. And I do have this Stormlind's outfit that I'm using currently. It's pretty awesome. Now, let's go to my character info. You already saw my, let's say, equipment and jewelry build. Let's go with my artifacts that I'm currently using. Now, why are they not so much refined? Well, I don't know either, but definitely I got lucky to at least have those two. I'm using the Twin Axe and Dark Sister as my artifacts basically on my knight, and they are somehow the best artifacts that you can have on your knight. Let's go real quick to artifacts, and I have to say Torrent's Crown is also really good. Whenever you switch between Brute and Guardian, you will want to switch between Twin Axe and Torrent's Crown. Why? Because Torrent's Crown is giving you also some defense improvements as well. And definitely when your enemy is so strong, you will want to switch between Twin Axe to Torrent's Crown, and you will want to increase your defense as well. As you can see, it increases your attacking power, so it's not that bad. And as for passive artifacts, Rigor's Ruby is also really good artifact, but it's mainly for assassins, and Dark Sister is mainly for knights, so definitely I'm only going with Dark Sister. And yeah, let me not forget, Twin's Axe is basically increasing your critical strike damage abnormally, and Dark Sister is so good with burning targets that it's literally connected to this next part of your build. Now let's go to it. Basic skills. Literally, Dark Sister is connected to Strike Combo 1. Why? Look over here. You will definitely want to put every point into Strike Combo 1 that you have. We already made a video about it, and Strike Combo 1 is the best strike combo for sure, because it takes the least time to basically give the most damage to your enemy. And it's pretty hard for your enemy to cancel your attacks, because it's only 3 of them, as you can see, and every other combo has 5 or more. And this is really good build for Strike Combo 1. Why? Because Flammation has 50% chance to inflict burns once it's maxed out, and will give 20% more damage to your strike combo. Amplification also will give 20% more as Fervor, but Fervor will give plus 20% if your target is burning, basically adding even more damage with Dark Sister. So Dark Sister and Strike Combo 1 are the best combo. Now for active skills, you definitely want to put every point into slashes. As you can see over here, I almost have 1000 damage of attacking power with slashes. This is literally almost 10 times of my attacking power. Let's say if my attacking power is 5000, then if I'm using slashes without any critical strike damages, it will be base 50,000 damage. That is unreal. And imagine if there are critical strikes on it. It will be burning, definitely. Boost Moral is also really good skill that you want to go with, and ignite weapon because you are using, let's say, Dark Sister. Good. Now let's not forget trade tree. Basically I'm using only 3 trade points in defense to unlock my parry-linked attacks because they are inflicting pretty good damage to enemy and putting him into daze mode more quickly, and every other point into attacking trade tree, as you can see. Now what you should do is basically not put instantly 10 out of 10 into those here. You will want to unlock them and go all the way down here as I did, basically all the way down to this one, and then start adding points into those. For example, start filling out your attacking power, critical strike rate and stuff. So as you can see, I maxed out this one, attacking power, critical strike rate and critical strike damage. Then I had to unlock this one. Out of those 3, lethal strike is the best. As you can see over here what it is doing, you can read it, pause it and read it. Then I unlocked this one because I had to, and then it's the same play basically as in the beginning. You can unlock you can basically increase your attacking power, critical strike rate and damage. And then this one is also really good. I put pretty much a lot of points in here because it increases like attack damage and strike combo damage. Then I unlocked this one out of those 3, and you can definitely read it why it is really good. The middle one is also good for your active skills, so you can definitely switch if you want between those 2 whenever, but it costs money to constantly redo your trade tree. Then I had to unlock this one in order to go further, and it's again the same play over here to increase your attacking power, critical strike rate and damage. Now what is really good to mention is this trait over here. It will increase your damage dealt against bosses, and I'm using this only when I'm playing some strong bosses. Definitely, yeah, this one is way to go, and I'm basically using those points from those 3 and putting them over here into this one. But when I'm not fighting bosses, I am simply putting them in here. Then I unlocked Seasoned Strike because I had to, and out of those 3, Endless Battle is the best trait, definitely. So this is basically the way to go. You need 70 attack trait points to unlock this one, and then every other point out of those 70 you can start putting into your attacking power increase, critical strike rate and critical strike damage. Okay, so basically here are my stats without any buffs. So attack power 4300 and HP almost 18,000, which is really good. Critical strike rate is currently at 22% with 160% critical strike damage. But as you saw, I do have so much additional critical strike rates and critical damages in my build that is not counted in here, and that's why it is so strong build basically. But if I can somehow improve this even more, then this build would be literally beast. Okay, now let's see my build on an example. Of course, I cleared God's Heaven and I used attacking potion to see what would be the ultimate attacking power of your knight. Also, I could have used Alliance buff that could have also improved my attacking side, but I didn't want to because I think this is pretty much then enough to show you guys. Now, as you can see, my build with those 2 additional things, basically attacking potion and God's Heaven, it looks like this. So almost 5,000 attacking power, 4,800 and almost 18,000 HP, 38% critical strike rate and 160% critical damage, which is awesome. Now let's go to our dummy, and this is how we are gonna do it. We are gonna hit him 5 times to stack up our champion effect. After hitting him 5 times, we are gonna ignite our weapon. Then we are gonna drink our throat and gonna turn on boost morale. Hit him once again to stack up our champion again. Use twins axes and then boom. With slashes. Almost 200,000 on this dummy. Now let's try this on a real example. Let's go and fight the Shadow Cat. We will be basically doing the same on this Shadow Cat, and let's see how it will go. Boom. Hit it 5 times, so we can stack up our champion effect, and then boom, ignite our weapon, and after that use this Drought potion and use boost morale, use twin axes, hit it again, and then use slashes, and boom, 103,000 3 times in a row. Basically it's like 100% critical strike rate and 300,000 damage on this lion, which is really amazing. So what do you think, guys? For those more experienced players, is there room for improvement? And for those that are searching for a really good guide that is really decent, I think this one is yours, my friend. Write down in the comments if you like it, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, have fun.